Alrighty then. I believe our stream is now live. I believe so. Let's see. Let's test really quickly. Let's go check. Yeah, it looks like the stream is running. Let's quickly put it on so I can check if my voice is coming through okay. Yeah, it looks like the stream is running. Let's quickly put... Yep, that sounds fine. Yeah, you heard me double there for a second. I always do that. I'm very paranoid. There's been a couple times where, like, the voice was off, like it was weird and scraggly, so I do gotta check it every time. But yes, hello everybody. We are once again doing another art stream. So thanks for joining everybody. It's your pal Minsk, ready to do more of them Marvel characters. Those Marvel characters. Yeah. So, you know, happy May Day everybody. Very pleasant to have you here for today's stream. Or if you are coming in later watching the VOD, that's pretty cool too. But it's good to have you. Yeah, I can't help myself. When I have these like little art phases, I just try to do a little bit more streams than usual. So I like get my art done. Like I hate leaving this stuff unfinished. Although I am also a little bit panicking because we have kind of winnowed down the easy art subjects today to the really tricky ones. But before we get any further, let's put some nice artsy music on, by which I mean we go to rainwave.cc, specifically choose the game music channel, and we're going to put it on. Right now, a Chroma Squad song is about to end right there. Very pleasant. And it's looking like a Machine Supremacy song is going to drop next from the Jetson Gun soundtrack, so that's fun. Right. So, as a reminder for everybody, what we are doing in this art show, this Marvel art show, is I'm prepping art for a game of the Marvel Multiverse RPG that I'm hoping to be able to run at a convention this summer. And my intention is to have 8 character sheets for players to pick from, and I've decided, for whatever reason, that it'd be fun if I drew the portraits of the characters myself rather than simply have, you know, some pictures ripped from the internet, you know? So, here's the list of who we're working on. We have already finished Rocket Raccoon, Squirrel Girl, Luke Cage, and last time, Black Widow, which I'm still, like, I don't know, so this pose, like, I was trying to go for something wacky here with this whole, like, kind of, like, swinging with the other hand over here holding this, but, like, I don't know. I'm not a hundo happy with, like, how this hand turned out, I gotta admit. But, honestly, the shading work I did on a person who's dressed in, like, a black leather outfit, I'm, like, pretty happy, like, looking back on this, like, how this turned out, all of that considered, so... You know, yay me. So, that's half of the characters I want to do, so we got still 4 characters to draw. So here's the chart of who I wanted to draw, characters I wanted to stat up for this adventure that I intend to run at this convention. Luke Cage, Rocket have taken care of, Black Widow and Squirrel Girl have been taken care of. On the lad side, we still have the 2 very big ones. I thought I had to have 2 massive crowd favorites in the roster, so that's why we have Spider-Man and Wolverine. Over on the Lassus side, we still have Ms. Marvel and Storm to draw up, so a couple fun choices there as well. Ooh, what's the song? Hold on real quick. Happy Wars. I have never heard of this game. I thought we were being hit with, like, I'm not sure, like some kind of like Fire Emblem game all of a sudden. Well, I guess Happy Wars kind of sounds like Fire Emblem, or more like Advance Wars, I suppose, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So, everybody, we're going to start by drawing either Spider-Man or Wolverine, and once again, I'm going to have a roll of the dice decide which of these 2 is going to be the one that we do today. So, let's say odds for Spider-Man, evens for Monsieur Wolverine. That's, I cocked my dice. I do have dice here. There's some dice work Foley for you, my little dice tube. Managed to cock it at first. Let's go. I rolled a 2! It is in fact going to be Wolverine, so I really do feel like we are saving the most difficult for last out of the lads. Again, Spider-Man, drawing all those web patterns. I've been dreading it this whole time. But we are in fact going to do Wolverine today. At least get started on that. I'm hoping I'm going to get this done. Once again, I can only do maybe a couple hours. While my wound to my lower back is considerably healed since last week, it's still like kind of tender, and I probably don't want to go super long, so we'll see how it all goes, of course, but like I might have to take a break after a couple hours, so we'll see if we can at least finish Wolverine in 2 hours. I gotta look up now some Wolverine references. Let's see. I stuck my stylus in my mouth if you're wondering why I sound like this, so I could free my hands. Oh yeah, got it. Alright, got some pretty good references. Surprisingly many from that upcoming Wolverine game. I guess that happens. You know, that it gets, you know, coverage on these search engine algorithms. But, I mean, that's a pretty good picture of Wolverine, so, like, I could just draw that, but no, I don't think so. So the big debate I had in my brain was, do I draw Wolverine in something resembling the iconic outfit? Or do I basically draw him looking like the early X-Men movies guy, like leather jacket and just Hugh Jackman? I'm kind of leaning on having him have the cowl, the outfit. Although I have this idea of, like, something where you might not see a whole lot of him, which sounds a little weird, I'm sure. But, like, well, let's get to it. Let's at least sketch out what I'm planning for a Wolverine. So, I'm picturing a little bit of a frog's eye view for this. I have the eraser selected. That's why nothing was happening. That'll do it. Like, why is nothing happening here? So he kind of oblong his head, right? So something that's like a little bit like this. What the heck is the shape of Wolverine's head? Quite jowly, right? Like that. Kind of tilt it up like that, you know? There's his sideburns. I don't know how heavy I should go on his sideburns. I guess a little bit like kind of leaning, you know, he's always like a little bit hunched, you know? So a little bit like hunched neck here. So I'm imagining like this. So this is his, there's his elbow, kind of. Something like that, you know. And, like, that's, like, his fist right there. There we go. However, I do think I need to make his shoulders a little bit wider, right? Like, Wolverine, of course, comic accurate, is kind of a short guy. a little bit famously. Would his other hand be visible, like if it's like... I think it would be, like... His other hand would be kind of visible there. I guess is just filling a little bit of the rest of the head here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not usually drawing guys who are this stone-faced, you know, so this is kind of tricky, but, like, I'm figuring something out here, I guess. There we go. Something like that. Damn, this is a real rocker. Oh, it's a Guilty Gear song. Of course it's gonna rock. Guilty Gear... Exerd? I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Okay. Enjoying the vibes, though. Remember to hydrate, everybody. I gotta be extra careful to hydrate. I was outside a little bit today, and it's been like a really, you know, sunny weather today, so I think I did get a little bit of sun, maybe a bit too much for my usual vibe, so gotta remember to hydrate really well. I'm feeling a little bit overheated, you know? The, weather can't permit, you know, cooking sausages, like, because, well, the weather can't permit making an open fire right now. There's a warning about that on account of, like, it's warm and dry. So there's a forest fire warning around where I live. But, so I still went and I pre-warmed some sausages and went out for a, you know, lunch out in the nearby, nearby woodland. Just pretended I was out cooking sausages, but, like, obviously I wasn't. Alright, let's see, I don't know, I think I got a pretty good shape here for Wolverine's head. I probably shouldn't mess with too much of that. Boy, some of these, I'm still going through these Wolverine images here. Some of these are, like, really funny how, like, humongous the, like, little, these flaps are. Like, there's, like, one, like, figure, I guess a toy figure, where it's, like 3 times bigger almost than what it is here. Kinda funny. Still... be more like that, actually. I don't know. Alright, well, why don't we start drawing the guy? Oh, yeah, also, I meant to do... Yeah, I'll just need to finish. Yeah. There's them traps. He's gonna have, like, a bit of a outfit thing right there. Like that. Draw big old... Draw some of these muscles already here. Now, they're going to be covered up, a lot of it, by his outfit, but just, like, so I get the shape right here. This might be a little bit cheated. I don't know if, like, his fist would go there exactly like that, but... But I'm gonna have his other fist be there, you know? So that we can see his other claws there as well, you know? Alright, it's another one that's a little bit more dynamic than these, like, which is just a character standing there, posing. I could have, I guess, a pose also drawn our boy Logan like that, but, like, this one was the inspiration I was feeling for Wolverine, was something like this, so... yeah. Oh, what the? Why did I make 2 layers? Hold on. Well, that's peculiar. Hold on, we don't need to have those be separate layers. That's not what I intended, but what we do need is now a separate layer, so we go in on the details. So let's see what we can get here. This is a Nobuo Uematsu song, apparently. Daring Dalliances. It's from something called Before Meteor Final Fantasy XIV 1.0, which... Is there a meteor in Final Fantasy XIV as well? Curious. Alrighty. Well, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, this, like, quick shapes of our boy. Well, let's get started. For whatever reason, I always start with the face. Like, here the, like, arm is really prominent here, so I really could just start with that, but, instead, I am, in fact, going to start with, Logan's face. So, let's see if we can get this work. Ooh, that's a little too thick. Hold on. So I'm drawing the, like, corners of the mouth here a little bit. Draw like a little bit of that snarl of his, so... He doesn't have, like, fangs, he doesn't really have fangs. No, he's just got gribbly teeth, so... Something like that, I guess. Nice music. This is from Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. I know the name, but I couldn't for the life of you tell you what Arc the Lad is about, so... This one doesn't look particularly retro, the image for it, so this must be some later installment that I'm just not familiar with because it ain't my scene, but I'm sure. Now, let's see here. So, I won't go too deep there yet. Drawing this because I think I'll start the nose next. So, yeah, this is a bit of a up the nostril look here. Go. Oh boy, this is tricky, like, figuring out, like, how this other one is supposed to go. Well, let's draw his eye here first. No, let's see. I kind of want to... How do they make the, like... Oh, man. Like, how do artists get the, like, I'm looking angry? Look for Wolverine. I don't know. Trying something there. Also, like, I'm trying to get the, like he's, like, kind of snarling, so, like, there's, like, a little bit of wrinkles right here. I'm just gonna put a line there a little bit to cheat, you know, make him look extra angry. Man, this is hard. Man, this is actually... Did I get this angle wrong, mayhaps? For his, like, little winglet? I don't think... I think I got it right the first time, right? But, like, how exactly... I'm having real trouble, like... figuring out how it's supposed to look like there, you know? Also, at this point, I'm gonna... maybe just drawing a little bit of his... Look a few more images of like what his head looks like from the side here a little bit. Can I find any good images? I'm really struggling to find. Okay, there's I found a side shot of him, so. You know, he's not that, like, hirsute in, like, a lot of these images. Maybe I won't draw him that, but I will draw, like, a bit of a stubble here. Okay. Alright, I think yeah, okay. I think I worked out now what it's supposed to look like his outfit there, so yeah, okay. But I think his head should, like, again, he's supposed to look a little crouched here, so move it a little bit, like, further like that, you know? I'm not sure I got it, like, perfectly here, but, like, something like that. Alright, let's draw his other eye here first. Maybe that'll help me, like, kind of figure out how this head is supposed to wrap. It looks weird, like, whatever I do here. It kind of looks weird to me. Like, it just can't... Maybe it's supposed to sweep back way harder like that, maybe? Maybe that's what's throwing me off here? I don't know. Maybe in general it's supposed to kind of sweep like that, you know? Boy. You know, when they say, like, you know... I've talked last time about, like, this video I saw about, like, when you struggle to, like, draw, you know, the other eye after you get, like, the one eye really well, because you don't, like, really prep for them both at the same time. I am properly messing up now with just this, like, Wolverine flap here. This also looks... That looks super wrong, so that can't be the right answer. Let's get rid of that real quick, because... Maybe it's just supposed to end like taper like there-ish. God damn, that is wow. I'm really struggling. I don't know why this one's blowing my mind with how hard this is, like getting the like Wolver flap right here. Found one image which is like kind of, but it's not a frog's eye view. It's actually more of a his head's tilted down. But I kind of found like one image looking at these Google results, and like I can now see kind of like how his head, like the thing on the other side goes. So that still looks so goddamn wrong. Like it is, yeah. Wow, I did not think this would be like what would throw me off today, like this bad. I'm getting the feeling that there's something wrong, like beyond just this one flap with my image, and that's why like I just cannot get it to land correctly no matter what I do, you know? Kind of like wondering if that's what's throwing me. Oops, sorry. If that's what's throwing me off here, maybe. Let's flip it. See, I think it looks kind of okay here, but... Like, the flipping didn't even help either, so... Although it did make me think, I think that mouth should be tilted a little bit more like... Yes, I think will. That kind of looked wrong when I flipped it, so... I think I had the right idea when I was doing like this, when it's like looking like a little bit bent, like so. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. Wonder if it would help if I twisted this further. I think that may have actually helped a little bit. Something about, like, I tried to make him like all square jawed, but I think I made him a little bit too much here, so let's also see if I can... decrease that a little bit. I don't know. What a mess this side of the face is. No, I think... Oh, this is a disaster. I think I had the head mouth shape right after all. Like, I think... I don't know, like, maybe it should be more narrow on this side. Let's do that flip again. I don't know, like, I think it looks okay-ish, actually. Maybe it should be more narrow on this side. Yeah, I think he was a little bit too jowly for his own good. There just now, so there we go. Alright, well... Let's work on a little bit more of his image, and maybe it'll come together better once I have done so. Because otherwise, like, I'm gonna go crazy trying to get Wolverine's face to look less shitty there. No, there, here I go again, like, just connecting some of those lines there. Well, I got the eye okay there, I think, so we'll let that be. Alright, so let's draw his pretty chunky bicep there. Giving it a little bit of vein there, I think. Try to draw like a little bit of his like hirsuteness there, if you're wondering what these like little scribbles here are, but I don't know, didn't quite work out, I feel like. Alright, so here's his glove. Oh, let's put some straps there, just for funsies. I don't know, just like I put like a little bit of my own touch there into this Wolverine guy image here. So give him a couple of straps there. I don't know. Although now that I think about it, would this be on the wrong side? Like, if you were to pull this strap there, like, would it be more sensible that it was facing the other way? Too late. We'll live with that. A little bit of a wrinkle there, so that it does in fact have kind of glove energy. Okay. Something like that. By the way, we should shape that in black once it's time for that one. Right, so how do... He's got 3 claws. I'm like, how do those work again? And they come from, like... Found one, like... I don't like the vein there. Let's get rid of that. Found, like, one reference picture of Wolverine, and he's got, like, hair along there-ish. So I'm gonna just put all the stripes there. Alright, let's put, like, a little pad like this. And, okay, so they are kind of shaped like this. That's too bad. You don't quite see the blade shoot out. I definitely have to have the other hand here so that you can see the, like... see the other hand with, like, the claws popping out, you know? So, definitely, I think, good idea to have that there, but, yeah. Yeah, no, the incredible struggle to get that, like, other Wolverine eye fin thing, whatever these are called, correct. Like, kinda sapped my energy there, not gonna lie, so. But, we will prevail. Alright, this is supposed to be his knee there, so I'm gonna put a little knee pad thingy. Actually, it would be more like there-ish, like, yeah. Draw a little bit of the musculature there. Alright, and... draw like a little bit of fisting, making my own hand into a fist here, like just to like be like, now let's see. So it's gonna work like that. That's honestly the best guide I have, like, you know, the eternal struggle of like how do you draw hands to like one of the hardest things to draw. Of course, like I don't have any good advice except that I'm always just looking at my own hands, which maybe not good for all the effeminate characters I draw. I can't say that I have very effeminate hands, although... can't say they're also particularly gnarled either, so... guess I'm good on that front. That looks a little weird. Let's take a do-over on that one. Let's take a do-over on the whole thing there. Hold on. So, get a curl. I'm gonna curl there. Okay. Thumb is going to be there-ish, covering it up. Thumb, at least for me, reaches down to the ring finger at best, so pinky should be like a little bit visible, like so. Alrighty, and now let's see, Wolverine's claws. This is some jaunty music. Alright. It's not my... It's okay. Like, I was so unsure about drawing Wolverine. Not as unsure as about Spider-Man, but definitely was a little bit like, oh boy. So, all things considered, I think it's alright. Last thing I'm considering is, should I make these fins even bigger? Like, they are, like, properly big on some of these images. Actually, maybe I'll just leave that one. That actually now kind of looks kind of like they match nicely, so I might just leave that one. Like so. Very nice. How are we doing episode time? We have been recording for... or streaming for 40 minutes, so maybe not quite time for a break yet. Hydration for sure. I'm gonna run and get some water real quick. But yeah, why don't we actually start doing a little bit of the inking already with our boy Logan here, and we'll take a break around the, like, hour point, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm back. Did we miss out on anything crazy while I was away? Nope. Okay, good. So... Ooh, now that I turned that off. Still feel like Logan should be a little bit wider, right? So... Wrong layer? A little bit like that, a little bit like that. And now he's looking. Now he's looking properly chonky. Boy, I fast-tracked through this knee here, didn't I? Wow. You can barely tell that's supposed to be a leg. Oh well. Right. Let's see if we can make this pop when we do the ink here. So. Go. Huge trap of his there. I think that's what this muscle's called, the trapezoidal muscle. Go. Alright. No, that mouth's looking a little crooked now. How did that happen? I thought I had it pretty well there. Hold on. Okay, I think that's looking better now. Now the mouth there. Gonna get that mask there nicely. It looked a little more wide-eyed here, you know, so... Yeah, I guess we can have like a little bit of there, so that... Okay, nice. I think I'm looking alright, in my humble opinion. Cheat there. I wish I could really get like that, like, nose bunched up kind of look for him. Like, he really looks like he's snarling, but like, I can't really seem to make that be a reality. I don't know what I'm doing here. Thought I already had this pretty well here, but like... Alright, something like that, I guess. Alright. You know, without these, without the Wolverine flaps, he'd just be a big cue ball guy. You know, he'd actually kind of look really doofy, honestly. Wolverine, so, like, he really needs those flaps, I think, to distinguish his look. Go. Ooh, except, wow, hold on. I think the bicep should be kind of there-ish. Should be covering up that shoulder pad there, I think. All right. I don't know, try to get the, like, those trap muscles folds there again, but can't seem to quite get it right. Yeah. It's too bad, but I'd say that I had a really good go on all the other characters thus far, so, like, this, like, Wolverine attempt is challenging me right proper. I'm still looking at some of his images, and I feel like these flaps should be bigger. Oof, okay, hold on. Now, yeah, this is a little risky to, like, do enlarging like this on the ink level, you know? I should have higher stabilization. Well, I don't know. The image is coming along all right, despite that. Taking a drink again. Now, go. Get that hirsuteness on our boy. Okay. I mean, a couple of the reference pictures had a couple different choices for, like, what Wolverine's gloves are like, and I don't know, I just wanted something a little a little more involved than just, like, pure, like, up to the elbows gloves, so put, like, a couple random straps there. And why not? Voila. That connects better. And yes, coming along nicely. Ooh, this one I'm not entirely a fan of. This is like, I think my dad used the term kissing when, like, two separate elements are really close to each other. Like, you kind of want them to either overlap really hard or have, like, a really obvious gap there. So I'm going to try and make the thumb more obvious, like so. damn, this music is nice. This is the main theme of Parasite Eve, apparently. The orchestral version. Delightful. Oh, nice. Alright. I'm liking how that looks. Yes, I'm enjoying this song, but actually I'm a little bit like, can we move on to the next song, please? This is like got 2 minutes left of this. Now, man, your guess is as good as mine, like how his leg is supposed to connect to his pelvis at this point. Like, kinda drew whatever the fuck here, honestly. So, hope that looks okay. I don't know, this hand looks dumb. Ay. Real negative Nancy critic to date of my own work, but like... But it's a hard one. I picked a really challenging one for myself with this Wolverine pose, right? Could have just drawn Logan with a bottle and just have it look like Hugh Jackman, but nope. I will probably do what that guy suggested, though. Like, we had a viewer pop in the last stream who had a suggestion for Spider-Man to, like, do the classic upside down, crouched on the web pose. I'm kind of starting to lean on that, honestly. I think that would be fun, so I will try to do that once it's Spider-Man time. Should his hand be bigger? Yeah, I think I gotta draw it bigger, even though, like... You know, I think I figured what's wrong with this image. Right, like, I think this angle of his hand is weird. I think... Hold on, let's have another go. Let's have one more go here, everybody. Look, we've done really super well in terms of, like, speeding along with art today, so I think... Might be more like... That's still gonna be about there-ish. Like, this thumb is actually gonna be, like, kind of like this. And this one's gonna be, like, dead on. This finger. Oh, and actually... A little bit like visible there-ish. And some of the hand should be already visible there-ish, so... Okay, I think we'll do something like that. With the lack of anything better, a better idea, so we'll just do that. Oh, come on, I'm at the finish line here. Don't tell me I'm gonna choke on drawing the claws here. Long and confident strokes for the claws. That turned out a little bit too thick, so let's use the pinch tool, because I like the pose of that, but made it too thick, so there we go. Rare use of the pinch tool there. I'm trying to draw like a little bit of like 3D-ness with the claws even there, so like, you know, they're being seen from the underside. Still struggling with the fingers. I know I can do them better. I know I can do them better, so I'm still just a little bit like, come on, Minsk. We can get together better than that, buddy. And I'm trying to do it, so maybe. Alright. What if I, just really quickly, what would this image look like if I just got rid of the whole knee there? No, it looks super weird. There has to be something there, but yeah. Alright. Well, I believe that's the line art for Wolverine done, so this is a great time to take our midstream break here, everybody. So let's take 5 or so minutes to, let's make a little note here. Let's take a 5-minute break to refill our drinks and possibly use the bathroom if need be, get some snacks. Whatever it is. Oop, that's the wrong layer, yikes. And we will continue. Still gotta do the like heavy inking for here, like the shade inking, and maybe we can start one more character today before we call today's stream, you know? Doesn't that sound delightful, everybody? But yeah, so far this is what we have, and I will catch you all in just a sec, you know? Quick break to then continue putting the finishing touches on old Wolverine here. So, see you in a sec, everybody. Bye. Okay, everybody, we're back for more artsy fartsy. Oh. Super Mario 3D World music throwing down over here. That's cute. That's the one with the cat suits. Yeah. That was a pretty good one. Right. So, wrap up our Wolverine image. Man, it's crazy that, like, he looks such a, like, Q-head in my image, but, like, all the images I get online, like, he's got, like, such a sharp face. So, like, that's kind of throwing me off looking at this image still. Should it be, like, like here? Should it be, like, a little bit sharper? It's the wrong color, of course. I know. You don't need to tell me, but, like, I will fix it in post. Like so. No, that looks wrong. That just looks wrong. Just looks plain wrong. But, yeah, I'm getting a whole new appreciation for, like, drawing Wolverine, or characters in general, because, like, this is not coming along very easily, this image, you know? This has been an uphill struggle, you know? But, whatever. No, it looks even weirder if his head's that low. I think it's gotta be like that. But, yeah, I wonder what the trick is to, like, make him look... I think this is the only trick I could come up with to make his head look less like... I gotta put the flaps covering up over there. Yeah, suddenly he looks way less Q-headed. Wow, that's really funny, Q-ball. Q-ball effect is gone. Just because I extend the mask, like, a little bit downwards there. This is way too thick, this brush. I'm struggling now. So kind of like the look, but it's like that, you know? Alright, cool. So yeah, let's do a little bit of, like, shading. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Black Widow, since there's, like, a lot of dark parts to Wolverine. I'm gonna put the stabilization down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fill in all the dark parts, and I'm gonna figure out what to do about the shading. Ooh, this is some cool sounding music. What is this? Oh, it is Resident Evil Revelations. This sounded like when shit gets real in Resident Evil, yeah. Cool tune. So it's called Ride on Sea, so I'm gonna assume there's some kind of, like, where you're skidooing in the ocean or something. I actually have not played Revelations 1, so I'm not familiar, but I know it's got, like, a nautical vibe to it. You're on, like, a cruise ship or something. So yeah, he's got, like, a little yellow stripe there. On his middle of his nose, so that's why I'm being careful to leave that there rather than coloring that in. go. And I was also thinking the shoulder pad should also get a little bit of color on them. Why don't we give him a couple stripes there. There's a bunch of different options for stripes for our boy Logan here, but let's do a couple there. Oh, right, this pad as well. Oops, it does. Yeah, this is quite an intense song. I'm enjoying it. Oh, that's lazy on my part. Look at all those gaps I left. There we go. So really quickly. Yeah. Enjoying the look of it, but we gotta do something about the little, like, details there. So first what I'm gonna do is color in those parts with white. Go. Now let's take a quick look. Yeah. Now you got the like little details there a little bit better, so that's good. And like that. Oh, also I probably want to hold on so that you can see the curve there. That also looks nice. Also, what if I do this like? No, that looks weird. Yeah, I don't like that. No, that looks way better. So we're gonna do that instead. Oh, that's odd. That part should have a little bit of black to it as well. Yeah, that looks better if there's like a little bit of black there. So yeah. That little nook there looks weird. Why don't I put a... Let's get rid of that there. Yep. You know, this makes immediately him look less cue-balled because, like, I don't know, the black shading really helps. But now I'm thinking this is looking a little too... I was trying to fix this earlier already, and I think I gotta do it here. It's a little bit better like that, I think. This is a really fun tune. Oh, it's from Phoenix Wright. Okay. From 5, apparently. Was that one that people didn't like? I seem to recall that, like, 5 did not resonate with Phoenix Wright fans. I don't know. It's kind of like this inkling in my brain. I do like the vibes of it. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing there, just like some kind of like little painty thing there. So, let's... I do think the gloves also gonna have to like be black. So gonna do that. So swanky music all of a sudden. Wii Fit Plus. Okay. Segway Circuit Beach, the name of this song, apparently. liking the mood of it. Yes. Well, I did not think that my image of Wolverine would be this, like, dominated by a black color as well, you know? But, like, it kind of looks like, yeah, I think his gloves need it. Also, most of the images I see, he has black or dark blue, depending on what that, like, other color is to contrast the yellow, like his gloves specifically, so... What are we gonna do? I gotta go with that. This is, of course, once again going to look very shocking once we hit it back to, like, full opacity. So let's, first of all, let's already help out with the line art here. Basically just any of these, like, nooks in the dark part I'm gonna color. There's probably way more, like, sophisticated ways to do this, I'll fully admit. But as a neophyte artist, this is what I'm gonna do to, like, get the effect I want. Because now when we do this... Yeah. Well, this hand looks kind of weird still, but, like, you know, it got this. This looks pretty good. This kind of got what I'm looking for, so. There we go. This is apparently a song from No Man's Sky. Interesting music. I remember just, like, some really languid music. Not to rip on the soundtrack of No Man's Sky, but... I'm not sure about this eraser tool. Would it be easier if I used the... Would it be easier if I used the removal tool with the pen? Yeah, I actually like this image way more, so... rather than using the eraser tool, so we're gonna do that there. Kinda don't like that part right there, so we're gonna do like that. That line was looking like a bit much, and actually it looks really way too thick in general, so... Yeah. No. Oh, I see. I used the removal tool to remove the white line instead of, like, just shading it white. Whoopsie daisy. Did not exactly mean to do that. Okay. Oh well. So now we just, yeah, I think I got all the black parts. Now we do the, like, actual kind of shade parts here. Let's give it here a little bit of shadow under those pecs. Let's give it a lot of shadow under the neck here. It might be a little bit too thick actually for this purposes that I'm doing here. Go. Okay, let's just do that. I don't know, like, this is supposed to be one of his quads, but it turned out weird. I don't know if you can really tell that's supposed to be one of his knee pads. Go. Some more Nobuo Uematsu. Now, the remake of Final Fantasy I for the PSP is the boss battle music for that. I believe the regular game does not have any special music for boss fights, so... I don't think I can really make this image of Wolverine look better than this, so... I'm thinking we call it here, like, before I start, like, over-correcting here. So, like, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, see, I think that's already overcorrecting, right? Like, that looks a little weird. Hopefully this will be enjoyable to anybody who wants to play as Wolverine in my game that I am planning. This image gets the job done. I'm hoping that's the case. So, yeah, let's go with that. Let's be happy with Wolverhampton here. We still have a half-hour time since I do want to stream about 2 hours still. I don't want to end this stream at an hour and a half. So, let's pull up a dice and roll ourselves one of odds for Ms. Marvel, even for Storm. Let's see who we're going to start to draw out of the ladies here. I once again rolled a 2. No, it's not a 2, it's a 3. So it's Ms. Marvel we're going to be doing. Oh, that's fun, because I actually had like a pretty good idea what I want to do with Ms. Marvel. It's going to be, that's going to be more like these guys here. Why is there a unsaved thing here? Whatever. Yeah, I don't know, I'm still, like, staring at this, like, ugh. But, like, it's fine. It's gonna be a tiny little image on a character sheet, so, like, I think it does the job. Oh, no, I see what I actually could have done here. Hold on. There we go. That looks way better, having the, like, little peck line there. Whew. Okay. That was a quick fix. Yeah, blue reflection music is insane. This is what we're getting right now. I don't even know, what is that game about? Like, I've seen its music recommended a lot, and it's clearly awesome, as you can currently hear. But, like, what is Blue Reflection, the game, all about? I've seen it for ages come up, and I don't know, it's just got, like, this very anime look to it, but... what it's all about, I don't know. This is called Tigar Kurt, this song. It's pretty cool. I dig it. Ms. Marvel! Alright. Ooh, can I type into Google Marvel, Ms. Marvel, and will that bring up who I'm looking for? It actually did. Alright, that's not bad. Wow. Oh my god, okay. There's like, ooh. There's an image of if you look up Ms. Marvel, if you look up her Wikipedia page, you'll find an image of her of Kamala along with Carol Danvers, which makes sense because like Carol Danvers used to go by the Ms. Marvel moniker before she upgraded to Captain Marvel. Right? That's her name? I'm completely black for a second, right? It's Captain Marvel. Yeah. Wow. Anyway. Yeah, I guess that makes sense to have both of them, since both of them have been Ms. Marvels. But, like, I'm not a fan of Ms. Marvel's outfit, or Captain Marvel's outfit in this image. It's kind of a... Ms. Marvel's looking good, as always, so... yeah. Let's see if we can sketch out what I got an idea for this one. I just want her to be... I mean, it's not a very complicated idea at all. I want her to be kind of like here, like posing with a hand on a hip, and the other hand has enlarged, embiggened, excuse me, is of course the correct term. Is embiggened and doing like a little peace sign, and she's got like a little cheeky grin on her. That's just what I had in mind for her, so let's see if we can make that a reality. Oh my god, it's Guile's time! This is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version of our all-American hero Guile's theme. Incredible. Makes me want to cry and pet a bald eagle. Wait, is that right? Yuzo Koshiro and Yoko Shimomura worked on this? This version? Cool. If that's true, then wow. Nice. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to bring that one up. Oh, but I can bring it up. I'm gonna put an extra there for Ms. Marvel. There we go. So I actually got, like, a pretty good reference here. Kind of what I want to do. She's got the, like... Oops, I'm not doing that tool right now. She's got the, like, hand on the fist pose. Hand on the fist. Fist on the hip pose, and she's kind of doing the hand thing with the embiggened hand, but like it's not doing a peace sign, so I'm sure we could still make this work a little bit more. There we go. That's kind of what I'm looking for, the like kind of cheeky grin. Yeah, you see, that's the energy I'm going for. Oh man, I already got it pretty nicely. Alright. Alright, chest puffed out a little bit here, so... I don't know how to draw a spine. God damn it. I don't know why I always like trying to do that. Damn, what is this alt-rock song all of a sudden? Oh, okay. The anniversary version of Halo 2. Okay, whatever. But, sure. Vibes. Ooh. Oh my god, if we wait a couple more songs, we might get a real banger from Ace Combat 7. So let's stay hopeful, everybody. Oops, didn't mean to bring that one up again. So let's see. Chest is puffed out here. Like, yay, I'm the frickin' hero. No big muscles on this character, of course. Exactly a little bit like that. So trying to get her hair here already a little bit. No, I don't know, hold on. That leg needs a little bit more work still. That one needs to be a little bit more sharper like that, and this one. I guess that's all right. I don't know. But yeah, then we can get all funny and plasticky with her. Rest of her limbs here. Now, let's see. Do it. And once again, I am referring to my own hand here a little bit. This is one of those examples where a big man hand isn't really appropriate. Although, again, this is a big hand, so it could actually be appropriate to have. But no, normally, if I'm like try to draw a effeminate hand, my own hand, not the best option for it. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking this should actually be a little bit daintier, this thumb here. I know it's hard with a hand this huge. Oh my god, we got the Ace Combat song. This is when you fight knee-high. So cool. What the hell is going on here? Why did I draw the hand that long? This was so hype. Everyone, if you haven't watched, please go watch my playthrough of Ace Combat 7. I have it on my channel. This is one of my happiest moments in gaming, like when I took on Mihai in this final battle, particularly with this song playing. Ooh, let's try to get a Falcom song next. That'd be great. Having that as well. Interesting. She's got like a little bracelet thing going on here, so I guess she can't like stretch that part of her outfit too much. So I won't go crazy with the outfit on that part. Give her a nice scarf. Oh, man. Her hair shouldn't be this difficult for me. Damn, this is such a good song. Oh my god, fighting Mihai with this playing is so hype. All right. I'm liking this look of Ms. Marvel here. There we go. Yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah, I see. I was like, I got such a fun idea for what to do with Ms. Marvel. So like, yeah, this one I'm cooking with. Unlike well, Wolverine, I also had like an idea. I had this pose in my brain, and you know, it turned out not exactly how I hoped it to turn out, but sure. Hey, we got that. This is from Legend of Heroes 5, so this is right before Trails Mania started. It's looking actually pretty fly, the one image I see here of Legend of Heroes 5, so interesting. Wondering how that vibes already went down back then. Right. Man. Still like could have done her hair better here. But that is just the first phase, of course, but... Alright. Let's get on with it, shall we? So now I'm trying to like try to do this hair right-ish. I don't think this is what's... I've heard about a term called a wolf cut. I don't think this is exactly... I think it's supposed to look like a little messy and unkempt. I wouldn't say that's that hair, but like I think like a wolf cut is like this, but like way more messier, right? Maybe? I'm not sure. Here we go. Like her cheekiness. Let's see if we could get this part done so that then next time we can get started on the line artwork. Because, like, I'm looking at the clock, 58 minutes left, roughly. Let's see if I have it in me to, like, do... like, this, you know... this work here, the... Nah, I was trying to draw like really cartoony ones, but that didn't look weird. Let's see. That I kind of like. We're gonna do that, I think. Something about the eye is still messing me up there a little bit. Ah, that's what I like. Okay. Just like that. Now, this should actually be pretty tight against her, like, legs. I don't know, I guess they don't need to be, but, like... Yeah, no, I don't think they need to be, but, like, they need to be, like, if she, like, spread her legs out kind of in a more, like, dramatic pose. Like the top of this like outfit would be like more kind of strapped in, you know? Okay, and this goes pretty much all the way down here. I'm going to draw a little line there. Ooh. Hold on. Draw a little line there. Yeah, she's got the classic Ms. Marvel Thunderbolt, which Carol Danvers had on her outfit when she started out as Ms. Marvel. Something like that. And then we feel free to be a little noodly here. I think I would have saved that for last just because it's, you know, you can get a little wild with that there, so. It is interesting to see, like, because looking at some of these images for references, it is fascinating to like see like mainly Kamala, but every once in a while you see a shot of Carol when she was Ms. Marvel in her original outfit. Like, just such a total difference from what Kamala ended up being. It's a little wacky. Right. Let's just carry on. No, that's way too thick of a limb, so let's do like that. Ms. Marvel, of course, one of the heroes getting a big hype moment in Marvel TourCon. I really appreciated that. That's fun that she gets to be on Spidey's team, along with Penny, who is also having a big blow-up. Thanks, of course, to Marvel Rivals. Although they went for the way more cutesier, like, schoolgirl Penny look for Marvel TourCon. I enjoyed quite a bit. It's very funny. I like the older Eva Pilot energy in Marvel Rivals as well. But, like, yeah, that take is really fun. Okay, let's see. Huh, and that's funny, I'm looking at these references, because I drew her a little bit round-headed to add to that cartooniness. Most of these pictures, she doesn't really have that round of a head, but there is one called Ms. Marvel Stretched Thin, an original graphic novel where she is drawn very, like... Well, what's the term? SoCal? Kind of like that kind of vibe there. Kind of funny. It should be a little bit more tilted like this, I think. I'm trying to figure out, she's got like thigh-high boots actually, so it's gotta be most images of her, she has like thigh-high boots, so let's do that. So is it correct that I heard correctly that they changed her to be a mutant in the MCU on account of, like, she was a mutant, I believe, in... Or, sorry, in regular comics, they, like, retconned her to be a mutant on account of her, like, starting out as a mutant in the MCU, like, you know, so they changed her up. So that the comics, once again, are a little bit more like... the MCU. That's a little unfortunate, because I'm seeing some of these images. That is a cool outfit for sure. Like, I'm looking at this, like, there's like a version of her as an X-Men member, and definitely she's got a cool outfit as a member of the X-Men, so I don't want to besmirch that, but like, The concept in general, like, kind of... Oh, sick! The combat music from the Arc Mall in Astral Chain. This is one of my favorites. This is such a cool tune. You're chasing down the Jenna when this plays. This is such great, like, chase a bad guy down music. I love it. I'm marking out. Listen to those genty guitars there. There's one reference image here where she's got like little buttons on one side of her boots, so I'm just gonna put those there. I think they look cute. Man, getting some real bangers. After a bunch of songs where I'm like, I don't know what this song is, now they're like... Which I don't hate, obviously. Like, I love hearing video game music I've never heard before. But now they're just like, alright, well, here's some, like, Minsk-coded music. Just incredibly Minsk-coded. Including, I believe we're going to get an E7 song in a bit here, if this voting goes as we hope it does, and I certainly hope it does. This looks a little weird still, this hand here. It's supposed to be like a little bit foreshortened, you know, but like maybe I went a little overboard with it. No, but that looks terrible, so... No. Let's do a flip. Still looking fine to me, yeah. But yeah, I wonder if... Yeah, I think I drew this this top part a little too big. Of course, with a stretchy character like Ms. Marvel, it's like... Well, she's just stretching, duh. But, like... Assuming she's keeping this in normal human proportions, this part of her body... I don't know. I can't get this to make sense. Yeah, it's... What the hell went wrong here, I wonder? So... Should that... Okay, now her arms is becoming way too beefy. Hold on. Should it be a little bit lower than the fist? But now there's a little bit more room for this one to... I think that looks pretty good. I think it's coming along alrightish. Yeah. Actually, now it's looking better, I think. Oh, we got the music. It's... Ernst. Who's Ernst? I don't remember this from E7, and I played that. Another Let's Play on my channel, which I recommend watching. I enjoyed recording it quite a bit. Yeah, no, I don't remember this one at all from E7. I must have missed, like, a fight or something. Or then this plays as an area, but the song is called Ernst, which is a guy's name in German, so... I don't know. Well, it should be wrapping up the stream pretty soonish, so let's get this... Let's get this done here a little bit, so... There we go. can actually put like a little bit of the like wrinkles on the fold there when you have a limb this ridiculously huge. Kind of funny. Get to draw like a extreme close-up anatomy thing for a regular character, you know. Go. If they turned out looking mannish, it's because she's using her stretchy plastic powers to, for some reason, look like man hands. There you go. Yeah, I'm using the excuse. Whatever. Hehe. I think the arm is tilted the wrong way, though. Hold on. Let's move both. There we go. Yeah, this is pretty much like pound for pound. Like when I was thinking of like, oh, I gotta draw Ms. Marvel. This is what I was thinking as a drawing for her. So like, yeah, very happy with this one. Yeah. But I think that's gonna be it for today. Like if I was up for doing a third hour, we could maybe get Ms. Marvel done. But you know how it is. I need a breather for now. So, but no worries. Next time we will finish Ms. Marvel and start Spider-Man. Like no more dodging that bullet. Like I gotta draw Spider-Man next time. Saved the best for last, huh? And Storm. That'll be fun too. So yeah, but hey, we had a good time today. This Wolverine thing, it's growing on me. I don't hate it that much. Although one thing I'll do really quickly on this Wolverine thing, his neck being there. Ooh. Gotta draw that clearer there, I think. Because, like, this stripe here is actually kind of messing up. Well, let's put that stripe more here. Yeah. More here-ish. Like, that stripe is kind of messing up the fact that, like, that's, like, his trap is going there. So, oh well. Alright. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with this, and Ms. Marvel's coming along really nicely as well. I'm looking forward to finishing this up, because, like, this looks so fun right now. So, you know, she looks like she's got one of those big fake foam hands. That's the energy I wanted for her big goofy hand there, so, yeah. Alright. We'll see what'll happen, but that's all for today's stream. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see. I'm thinking of doing Super Robot Wars again on Monday, so a next art stream, unless I'm feeling very inspired on Sunday, will be left a little bit in the future, everybody. But hey, whatevs. We had a good time, so please look forward to more artsy-fartsying and streaming and other nonsense in the near future. Whether you watch this live or you dropped in to watch the VOD, your patronage is much appreciated, and I hope you have a lovely rest of a May Day, or beginning May Day, or maybe you're already on the 2nd of May, in which case, just have a lovely beginning of May. Bye-bye!